Listen, we're going to break it down. We're going to go deeper with you guys. Now, I really love this episode because there was an aspect of attachment issues. Now, you guys know I've been really studying that and giving you guys videos on that from last year. I will be going back into that again this year, again, once more, to talk about more about attachment styles. But there was a massive one with Madison and Alex. But let's run it in order, and then I'll kind of give you guys breakdowns on aspect. I forgot about Ben and Sarah, so I do apologize. Ben and Sarah are another couple too. Now, actually talk about them right now so you can actually see who we're talking about. So let's get in with Ben and Sarah and deal with them specifically because they are interesting. I talk about Ben and Sarah in a space of when you have values, you don't compromise those values, right? When you have values that are important to you, you don't compromise the values. No matter the attraction or the energy you have, if you compromise the values, you will find out later on down the line that the compromised values are the same things that are going to take you outside of the relationship. Let's play a little bit of a clip and then we'll have a conversation.
I believe about the Christian faith, but it's all hard to obviously know for certain. I believe that there's the one true God that loves us.
All right, cool. So Ben and Sarah, the issue that they have right now is that with Sarah, she is an activist. She's out here fighting for Black Lives Matter. She's fighting for blood. I think she's probably even fighting for Congo at this point, right? Palestine, everything. She's fighting for everybody, blood. Yeah, she's about that life. Okay, she is somebody who is pushing for the betterment for the betterment of people, right? She wants to see people being in a better place. So she's fighting for those things. And I love it. There's nothing actually wrong with it. I think it's great that she does that because, we need people like that. We need allies, as one would say, right? We need those kind of allies. And so she is one of those people. The only problem is that Ben is a Christian, but he's open with his faith, meaning, and they had a conversation about homosexuality because her sister is also gay. So it was a big thing for her that she found somebody who matched that particular aspect, right? Who also, was able to be understanding and open and be able to accommodate that aspect. And I think it was interesting because when he started talking, I said, it doesn't sound like you're open. It sounds like you haven't figured yourself out in terms of your faith. And I say that with all respect. I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that. I just say that with all respect. It's interesting to see how he spoke about his particular faith. Let's listen a bit more, and then I'll break it down a bit more in terms of why I believe that they're compromising their values in that space.
And that's pretty much it.
I'm not religious. I was raised Catholic. I do think there is a higher power. But the main thing for me that's really tough about religion is my sister Lisa. She's like my best friend. She's gay.
All right, cool. So not only is she not Christian, she's a Catholic, but not a Catholic. She believes in a higher power. You're a Christian. This is already not working, right? So this is why I say that sometimes people say they're Christian, but ain't really a Christian, or they haven't figured it out just yet. But when you do finally figure it out and you are committed and loyal to the faith, it's going to be very difficult to date somebody who doesn't hold your tenets and your faith. Right now, he has. I like to call it when I was a Christian. When I first, started talking about Christianity when I was younger, like maybe like 16. I remember me and my friend had a conversation. We ended up saying that we're not Christians. But we're not born again at this point. We are Christians. We are young men with Christian values. Meaning, we grew up in church. We know that Christianity is real, but we're not living that lifestyle. We're not about it yet. We're not there yet. Right? So I used to say, I have Christian values. This is what I'm hearing from him, because what he's willing to do is surrender his position for accommodation of her. While I do not believe that as Christians we need to be, antagonistic against LGBTQA, I do believe that you hold tenets where they are going to be contravening in certain aspects, right? I believe we've all got a lost problem. At the end of the day, whether you're gay or not gay, we all need Jesus, okay? Whether you're born gay or not born gay, we need to be born again. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's that simple. So the fact that he was willing to compromise and open himself up to her position, I said, if you're willing to open up yourself in this place, what else will you open up to? So then with her also, she comes from a Catholic background, but then, she is higher power aspect, and then said her sister's obviously gay. So that's a very big thing for her. It's like she can't shift on that. That's something that's not going to move. But he let her know that he's comfortable and he has certain friends who are also of that lifestyle, so he's okay. Okay? All right? He says, we are okay. And I said, okay, I hear it, but it sounds like you are you're not. And he said, he tried to shift it by saying it's not a religion, it's his faith. And I said, well, if your faith would be your faith here, I said, you haven't really explained it too tough in the way that you do it, talking about it. You go to church every week. She's not going to church, my guy. You go to church every week. You're already starting on the wrong foot. And I said, you're compromising values and beliefs for a woman or for a man. It's always going to end badly. You don't want to do it. Okay? Let's listen a bit more. And then we'll move on to another couple.
Okay.
And she is my absolute number one. Like, she's just, yeah, I like that. Sounds like you really thought about it too.
Yeah.
So, like, do you go to church like every week?
I do.
Okay. So would you want your partner to go with you?
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer it.
So you would prefer it? No. You want her to come along with you, bro. Don't minimize what you want, bro. You gonna do it and you gonna cost yourself. I go to church every week. You committed. You more committed than I am. I'm not even going to church every week. I can't even lie to you. You committed more than I am. So you've got those particular values. So what's going to happen if she doesn't want to go to church? What's going to happen? You are going to find yourself in hot, sticky waters. So you're compromising already, right? Now Sarah, on the other side, when she went back to the ladies, she was like, you know what? I can't even lie. The fact that he's not an activist is causing me anxiety for her, right? So Sarah on her side too has ideals that she's compromising because she wants somebody that's going to fight the good fight. Not the Christian one, but fight the good fight when it comes to activities. And so, for instance, she mentioned Black Lives Matter. She mentioned about LGBTQA and, you know what I'm saying to you? So she's all about the activist lifestyle. And she asked him, and politics, and she asked him, he said, I didn't vote last time. He said, I didn't vote last time. Now, I don't really have an issue with you vote or not. In the end, you know what I'm saying to you? I get it. He said he has no leaning left or leaning right. He thinks both parties have some right and some wrong, whatever. He's not leaning left or right. He doesn't vote. And she was frustrated by that because that's not what she is about. And he's obviously then saying, but I'm malleable. I'm willing to learn. Are you? Are you really? And why are you so willing to learn when you weren't learning before? Why are you willing to shift when you weren't shifting before? If you weren't concerned about those things, why are you willing to concern now? Now, of course, we know that in relationships with people, it can help change people. But I'm just saying that, you're shifting some values that you never really had in the first place. Personally, both of them, okay, all right? Both of them, okay, all right, are giving people who are breaking their values and breaking their ideals, and it will eventually break the relationship, from what I can see. Right? Now, it could work out, but I'm just saying the more likely result is that this relationship will break down. It will not work because you have compromising ideals, and that doesn't work for very long, okay? When children get in the picture, when real life issues hit you, when a Black Lives Matter situation happens, how's he going to handle it? Is he going to respond in the way that you want him to respond? Not only that, he has to match her standard. Can he match her standard? What I want.
You know what time it is.